Hey traders, just wanted to look at Bitcoin and maybe just something on the stock market to break the monotony of these static videos. And because Bitcoin, it broke out of a downsloping structure, I think, from the peak at August 6th, right? And I also think that there's a potential harmonic, right? We all know this if you watch the streams, right? It's X, A, B, C, D. So I do not think that we're done here. Uh, I don't. If the patterns to play out anyway, and they have been playing out. The last two times they played out pretty amazingly. The whole X, A, B, C, D stuff, right? Harmony. So that PCZ is up near this trend line, 11,780. What is that? Critical overhead resistance. So it would make sense if we got to that point and then sold off. But so far, just pit stop. Just all right. You had a pretty nice rally to the upside pretty quick, and now you're just consolidating, and the consolidation's slightly upsloping. All right, so it's like an upsloping pennant. Let me. I guess I can just do it on this one. It's fine. I've already got it marked on my other chart. 1, 2, right? Duh. And then, of course, you just go 1 and 2 here. All right. So, people will be like, "Oh, it's a rising wedge." It very, you could, I guess, I could see that two upsloping converging trend lines. Upsloping consolidation is not normally what you want to see. You want to see downsloping, but it's not out of the realm of possibility that this could break upward too. And that's just really, there's no bearish divergence going on the 4-hour at all, really. I think we need to finish up with the negative Momo, and if we rise again, right, if we do break to the upside, that is where we might start seeing bearish divergence. And if you think about it, maybe that bearish divergence really starts rounding out, that second island of positive momentum. Maybe it starts rounding out near the PCZ of the pattern, right? And measure move, it's such a small pattern, man. Seriously, like from 10,294, 1,785, right? Broke to the upsides, wherever you broke out from, right? It's only gonna get you 11,438. You broke to the downsides, which you could, right? You very well could. There's square ups down here. Yes, there's a square up around 9,600s. All right, and there's also, I think, another one on the 60 minutes that's a little bit higher. Yeah, square up where an exchange, they have positions open, they facilitate your buy and sell, and then they have an equal and opposite close, right? They offload their position at a break-even price, but whatever. That's like literally what it is. And so there you go, man. That's the idea. Not getting, like, if there was stronger bearish divergence on the 4-hour, I would tell you, hey, impending price action versus the downside. I just don't think this pattern has had enough time to develop, mature. It's just a very small consolidation pattern on the 4-hour anyway. 60-minute, you can see it pretty well too. And yeah, I don't think that you're really, I think you did show bearish divergence, right? I know we had that, and you know that if you watch the streams. I think, a high here to a higher high, we sold off, right? This was the impending price action reversal, and I think Bitcoin got it, and before just rallying again and then just failing at a resistance. Right there, 10,660. You failed twice, but when you failed the second time, you sold off, but you've just been able to hold on to this upsloping support for now. And this could just as easily at any time just dump, right? Or pump to the top of the pattern. Because again, the oscillators aren't giving us the information really that we would like to be able to, increase the our chances of seeing something coming, right? That's normally what you want to see. Like, hey, if you're at a peak, you want to see bearish divergence. If you're at a bottom, you want to see bullish divergence, right? Like, for instance, right here, when you're at the bottom, when you see a low on price and then right after a slightly lower low on price, it's clear as day bullish divergence, okay? Where is it? Oh my god, why? There we go. Okay, you can see it on both oscillators. This gives us, you know, this is what we wait for. Like, you know, sometimes like an asset is just, you're not always going to have the clearest vision because you have to wait for things to develop before it makes more sense, before you can be more confident in believing it's going one way or another. And that's the beauty of charting is, hey, you don't have to be stuck on Bitcoin. And I know everyone cares about it. I know it's like the crypto market relies on Bitcoin pretty much. It is the one that moves everything. But sometimes it's just not ready on significant timescales. And so that's why I just want to shift to Johnson & Johnson, an asset we looked at last night. And guess what, man? Bullish cipher almost did the PCZ on the dot, man. And it very well still could. All right, and you've got, just think about it, you know, low on price, slightly lower low on price from this low to this low. I mean, it does look like divergence, doesn't it? Definitely kind of looks like it here too, right? Just from this low to this low. But you might get another crack at this. That's the 4 hour. You might get another crack if it sells off once more and hits literally $125.75. It didn't quite get there. But that's like an entry for any kind of harmonic pattern, right? And it's a lower risk area, as you can see, looking left. We're not high risk areas, right? Someone bought into silver yesterday, and like we literally like, why are you buying into silver now, dude? It's like, I mean, you know, broke out of a channel and hit the 786 retrace. People don't buy at 786 retraces. That's where they sell, and that's like, you know, what I'm trying to instill in people's minds is like that FOMO feeling you get. You should be getting it at PCZs of harmonics, deep retraces, bullish divergence, right? So, you know, if it ever got to that area, or if one was wanting to take a position now, whatever, all right. I mean, easy targets, A and C. If one's going to have a stop below X. Right, so those are like the two targets for JNJ in time. All right, and again, one would try to have a stop below X, entry around the 786, or maybe even a little lower, like the 1272 fib extension is right here. This is like the confluence zone from B to C fib extension 1272. So right there. So that's when we just talk about, yeah, your little confluence zone, entry zone for these patterns. All right, so that was a little bonus asset for you that actually is giving us some, you know, better looking variables. Look, so the 4 hours showing it, the daily is showing it, bullish divergence on both oscillators. So guess what? Coinciding variables going on JNJ. Let me do this. Excuse me, it's like a log scale thing. Okay. Divergence at a PCZ on multiple time scales, harmonic, confluence. You get it, right? That's swing trading. That's how it works. Significant timescales, daily, 4 hour. All right. If you enjoyed this static video, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Thanks so much for watching. Please leave a comment in the description below if you liked the static video. I go live multiple times a day. You know, 6 p.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. Eastern. I'll see y'all live later. So until next time, respect the TA.